Hello, boys and girls. Today we are going to read a story called Bear Snores On by Karma Wilson and Jane Chapman. Before we begin, I want to make a prediction. Will you predict with me? Do you predict that this story is going to be an informational story like last week, where we learn something about bear? Or do you predict this is going to be a fantasy using our imagination? Let's think. I predict that this is going to be a fantasy story. Last week, when we were learning things from our informational stories, they used real pictures of real animals in their environment. This cover has drawings on it. Drawings are something that we would definitely need if we're going to take what's inside of our brains, in our imagination, and put those ideas into a picture on paper. That's why I think this is going to be a fantasy. Do you agree? Let's look at the table of contents. I want to read the story called Bear Snores On. Do you see the story I wanted to read? I see it too. What page number should I go to if I wanted to read Bear Snores On? That's right. I find the book that I want to read and I follow the dotted line all the way over to the number 5. So I know I should go to page number 5 to start my story. Before we begin reading, I have a question for you. Have you ever wondered why something happens? I know I have. Today as we read, we're going to focus on cause and effect. I want to know why something happened. What caused that thing to happen? For example, when I walk over to a light switch in my house and I push the button, the light goes on. What caused the light to go on? Why did the light go on? Oh, that's right. I pushed the button. Now, because I pushed the button, what was the effect? That's right. The light went on. And if I push the button again, what would be the next effect? That's right. Because I pushed the button again, the light went off. Because I pushed the button, the effect is the light went off. So as we read the story, I want you to think about cause and effect with me. Now that I've found page number 5, I can start my story.
In a cave in the woods, in his deep dark lair, through the long cold winter, sleeps a great brown bear. Cuddled in a heap, with his eyes shut tight, he sleeps through the day, he sleeps through the night. The cold winds howl, and the night sounds growl, but the bear snores on.
I want to stop here and practice predicting. Would you like to try? Remember, a prediction is a good guess using clues from what we read. I heard that Bear was sleeping through howling wind and growling nights. I know I always wake up on those loud, stormy nights. So I predict that Bear can sleep with a lot of noise and that it's hard to wake him up. Do you agree? Let's keep reading.
An itty-bitty mouse, pitter-patter tiptoe, creep-crawls in the cave from the fluff-cold snow. Mouse squeaks, "Too damp, too dank, too dark. So he lights wee twigs with a small hot spark.
Talking about cause and effect. Because I flipped the light switch on in my house, the effect of that was that the light came on. Looking at these two pages, what caused Mouse to start a fire? Why did Mouse start a fire? That's right. Mouse started a fire because it was cold outside.
The coals pip-pop, and the wind doesn't stop. But the bear snores on.
I was right. My prediction that Bear would be hard to wake up was correct.
Two glowing eyes sneak peek in the den. Mouse cries, "Who's there?" And a hare hops in. "Ho, Mouse," says Hare, "long time no see." So they pop white corn, and they brew black tea.
Let's stop here and make a prediction. I know that when I pop popcorn, it makes a lot of noise. Also, I see an exclamation point right here. That tells me they're talking in a loud, excited voice. Would you like to make a prediction about what Bear does? Ooh, let's find out if you're right. Okay.
Mouse sips wee slurps. Hare burps big burps. But the bear snores on.
I bet you predicted that. We have slurping noises and popping popcorn noises and burping noises. And look at that. The bear snores on. Silly bear. Let's see what happens next.
A badger scuttles by, sniff-snuffs at the air. "I smell yummy yums. Perhaps we can share." "I've brought honey nuts," Badger says with a grin. "Let's divvy them up, cozy down, and dig in."
Let's look back at page 16 when Badger stopped at the opening of the cave. Why did he stop? That's right. Badger stopped because he smelled something yummy. Now, because Badger smelled something yummy, what was the effect? What did he do when he smelled something yummy? Great job. That's right. The effect was he went inside. So because Badger smelled something yummy, the effect was he went inside.
And they nibble and they munch with a chew, chomp, crunch.
Who wants to make a prediction? What do you think Bear did? Did he wake up? There's chewing, there's chomping, and there's crunching. I don't know. If you predicted that Bear snores on, you are correct. Great prediction. Let's keep reading.
A gopher and a mole tunnel up through the floor. Then a wren and a raven flutter in through the door. Mole mutters, "What a night! What a storm!" twitters wren. And everybody clutters in the great bear's den.
I have a question. This says mole mutters, "What a night." What does the word mutters mean? Well, if I look right here, I see quotation marks. Do you remember what quotation marks mean? That's right. Quotation marks mean that someone is talking. It says mole mutters. What a night! So I think mole must be talking. Mutters must be a way people talk.
They tweet and they titter, they chat and they chitter, but the bear snores on. In a cave in the woods, a slumbering bear sleeps through the party in his very own lair. Hare stokes the fire, mouse seasons stew. Then a small pepper fleck makes the bear.
Let's stop right here and make a prediction about what that small pepper flake is going to make the bear do. What do you think? Remember, a good prediction looks at all the clues and can also use our own experiences. Have you ever been near a small pepper flake? Do you know what usually happens? Achoo! I've had that happen to me before. So this makes me predict that Bear is about to wake up. Did you agree? Or do you have another prediction?
Ka-choo! He blows and he sneezes, and the whole crowd freezes.
Hey, we were right. What a great prediction. Give yourself a pat on the back. Friends, this is a great chance to stop and remember cause and effect. What caused the bear to sneeze? I know that bears sneeze, but why? That's right. I remember it was because of the pepper flake. Great job. So because of the pepper flake, the effect of that was that the bear sneezed. I know what happens.
And the bear wakes up. Bear gnarls and he snarls. Bear roars and he rumbles. Bear jumps and he stomps. Bear growls and he grumbles.
Let's stop and make a prediction. Why do you think Bear is so angry? What's he mad about? Remember, whenever you're making a prediction, use a full sentence. I predict that.
You've snuck in my lair, and you've all had fun. But me, I was sleeping, and I have had none. And he whimpers, and he moans, he wails and he groans, and the bear blubbers on.
Oh no, that's not what I predicted. I thought he was angry that they were in there. That was his house. I thought he was angry that people were in his house. But no, I was wrong. Did you get it right? Bear was just sad because he wanted to have fun with his friends too.
Mouse squeaks, "Don't fret, don't fuss, look, see. We can pop more corn, we can brew more tea."
Oh, what a great friend Mouse is. Look at the look on Bear's face. Do you think Bear is still sad? Or is he starting to feel better?
Bear gulps, bear gobbles, he sighs with delight. Then he spins tall tales through the blustery night. When the sun peeks up on a crisp, clear dawn, Bear can't sleep.
Looking at this picture, what clues do you see that help us to know that all the animals are getting along? That's right. I see that too. Look at The crow looks like he has a very big smile. The bear is holding on to the badger. And then over here, I see he looks like he's even laughing a little bit. I like this story.
But his friends snore on.
Oh no! Why are all his friends sleeping now? And Bear is wide awake. He even looks a little sad. That's right, they were up all night while Bear was sleeping. So now they need to go to bed. Everybody say, good night. What did you think of that story? Did you like it? I love the part where they all had a party together in the end. That was my favorite part. What was your favorite part? Okay, now as we finish our story, I want you to go talk to your parents about cause and effect. Because something happens, what is the effect? And then I'd love for you to look around your house and see if you can find something that is a cause and effect. I'll give you one big clue. Because you hug your parent, what is the effect? Try it.